Man, I should have shaved my face. I look like a fucking mole rat. Hello, hi. We're on Uncut Silos. Saturday edition, recorded right after the Friday edition. Going away this weekend. We're going to the Mothman Festival. Myself, Eagle Viking, Sob the Wanderer, Sally the Altar Boy. We're going to Point Pleasant, West Virginia to partake in the Mothman festivities. Fuck, I forgot to check for grades. It's gonna be fun, and that's what we're doing this weekend. I'm currently recording these, waiting for Eagle Viking to come pick me up. He's on his way. He lives about 4 hours from me. He left, I think, about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, so we got a little bit of time. But you know these things. I try and go, try and keep it under 20 minutes, but it doesn't always go that way. Just gotta check nuke grenades, and we'll look at the gear. I'm not running on the shotgunner, so this is not going to be an incredibly fast run. No nuke grenades. Okay. No nuke grenades. This is not going to be an incredibly fast run. And that's fine. Not a big deal. I just did one on the shotgunner, and I just don't want to do it on him again. So yeah. We will see how fast we can go on this guy. This is going to be a bare bones run. No nuke, no grenade strat. I don't have any mainframe cores, so I'm going to have to craft them. I do have circuits, so I'll be able to repair them in silo. Pipe rum, like always. Learning the hack pick method will come next week after TwitchCon, because we come back Sunday. I'm home till Wednesday, and then we leave for TwitchCon until the following Monday. So like the 14-9 or something of the next 14 days, I'm just traveling. So it is what it is. But, you know, we'll do the thing. We'll check it out on the pistol guy. This is where I originally started speedrunning with. I could probably do it pretty quick if I had certain things on this character. I just don't. I gave most of the stuff you need for it to the shotgunner because he's like my main speedrun guy, so I don't keep too much. I keep just enough to get speedruns done with this guy if I'm doing a lot of silos back to back. I think in one video we're going to do is gonna be called the Night of Queens. It's gonna be called the Night of Queens, and it's just gonna be a video of just being knee deep in death, as Eagle Viking says. Just see how many queens we can kill, in during a 6 hour span or 8 hours, whatever stream time is, and then just cut it up into a video. Hopefully, get some other people to record and shit like that too, and get some different perspectives of the fights. It'll be cool. It will be cool. So, let's see what happens with that. Alright, let's check this. I'm not gonna fuck around with my perks too much, just because we're not in a group. Not gonna fuck around with the perks too much because it's not that important. Of course we want that. Of course we want that. Of course we want. It's good enough. Good enough for funk. There it is, if you're interested. Okay. Y'all know the drill by now. So, let's do this. I'm not even sure. Like, I usually like think a little bit ahead of time, like what my conversation topic is gonna be. But like, I literally just recorded the video on decency and decorum. So like, I got nothing right now. I don't even know. We'll figure it out though. I'm sure something else will come to mind. I'm sure something else will come to mind. Did I not pick up the card? Hello? What is going on? I've picked up 2. There's a 3rd one. Well, this run already doesn't matter. We'll keep the timer going. We'll keep the timer going. Oh, finally, great. I don't even know if it took. Okay, there it goes. Oh yeah, this is not good. This is not good. Not good at all. Two minutes to get through the grid. Unbelievable. Just works, right, Jeff? Bloody mess. Changes everything, or whatever the fuck his stupid tweet was. Nope, not being negative. Not being negative. It's too easy to be negative. It's much harder to be positive. Much harder to be positive. Mama Dolce's is up. God, I hate Assaultrons. Here we go. What the fuck? Not Dominator. Oh, okay. She's just sliding around. Ooh, baby. So, I know what we'll talk about. Survival being taken down. Survival's gone, folks, if you didn't know. October 1st, they're taking down the Survival servers. And all I can say is about fucking time. It's clearly a money move because that's industry. No move is ever about anything other than money. It's just the way corporations work, right? They're not doing it, you know, for shits and giggles. They're not doing it because the players don't care about it. Well, in a roundabout way they are. They're doing it because it's not bringing in the player base they need, and they can probably save some dollars by not having to support those servers anymore. Financial move. But, that being said, doesn't mean we might not get some benefits from it. And there's a lot of assumptions here. There's a lot of assumptions here. I'm not entirely sure how exactly Amazon servers work, but I mean, I know enough, but in terms of like actual like how the hosting works, based on my experience with other companies that host servers, the less that you have to put up, right? Now, say there's 100 servers up on any box, right? On any one of the boxes that, you know, host the servers at Amazon. Say there's 100. Right? Maybe 75 of those are adventure, 10 of those are survival, and 15 of those are nuclear winter. On one box. On one box. Right. This is making an assumption. I don't know how they actually do it. Maybe each play mode has its own set of boxes, but let's assume that they're all on one. If that is the case, that means you know, those 15 or whatever it is that I said are no longer going to be there, and they can be used for something else. Or there's something else being Adventure or Nuclear Winter. Probably Adventure because nobody really plays Nuclear Winter either. What is interesting about that is what is going to happen. Is there a need for 15 more adventure servers? Or is the resources on that box going to lighten up? And maybe server stability will actually go up? Who knows? I don't know. That's, again, assumptions. I have no clue how the servers work. Other server companies, though, they don't, you know, whether it's Nitrado or, you know, back in the day, Summit servers, shit like that. And nothing, Summit servers had nothing to do with Summit 1G or anything like that. It was just servers. It's an old Counter-Strike server hosting company. You know, that's just how it was, right? They didn't have certain, these were big companies, like big enough, not as big as Amazon or Bethesda, obviously, but, you know, they'd have, you know, a decent amount of servers. And it wasn't differentiated. You know, you could have a Counter-Strike server on the same box as a Day of Defeat server. You know, Nitrado hosts a lot of, like, the Ark, 7 Days to Die kind of stuff. As far as I know, they don't, like, just have a box just for, here's the box just for 7 Days to Die, and here's the box just for Ark. It's just not how it works, right? They're just computers, and they save shit the same way. So, you know, they have, you know, a C drive or whatever the server equivalent to that is, and, you know, it's just installed on that, right? It just goes. It just works. So, I guess the point being, you know, it's either going to get filled up with additional servers for Nuclear Winter or Adventure, or maybe it just stays, instead of it being locked, you know, 100 servers on the box, maybe it's just 75 now, or 85, or whatever the number is. And maybe that little bit of not trying to get as much juice out of the server as humanly possible is enough to actually increase server performance. Maybe. Wishful thinking? Probably. But we're being positive. Or, what is one of the other positive things that could be the outcome of survival going away? Well, whatever dev team was working on survival, because the way dev work happens in most situations, so we can assume it works like this at Bethesda, is, you know, there's teams dedicated to certain things, right? We're often flippant about, you know, the Atom Shop being updated constantly. But the people working on the Atom Shop doing assets and shit like that are not the same people doing coding in the game. So, like, you can complain about the Atom Shop, it's just different teams, right? It's not the same. Why, you know, what you can complain about is, like, why is this getting done than the other? And the argument is, you know, they have the most efficient people on the Atom Shop. Oh, right, I have to go craft these. To which you can respond, you know, well, why don't you put the most efficient people on the shit that actually matters? What actually matters isn't what makes them money. The Atom Shop makes them money. But without survival, whatever team is working on survival servers doesn't have to anymore. They no longer have to work on survival. So where are those team members going to go? We hope that they're not going to get fired, right? We hope nobody's going to lose their job over survival, especially the people in a volatile industry like game development, right? But we can hope that they're being routed to other projects, being routed to Adventure, being routed to the Wasteland team, the Wastelanders team. Maybe they're being routed to network stability. A lot of it is server-based and on Amazon's side, so Bethesda doesn't have anything to do about it. But they can work on the netcode, make the netcode a little bit better, work on streamlining some stuff, making other things more efficient, so on and so forth. Maybe these are the kind of things that'll happen with survival going away. Maybe. 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 None of that will happen. Maybe everything will stay the same. Maybe those people who were working on survival, I don't know, say maybe it's a 15-man dev team. 15-person dev team. Maybe all of them get fired. Because they're not working on survival anymore. People are still funding us through adventure without any real improvements. So we don't need these people anymore. That's the worst case scenario and what I hope is not happening. That is the worst case scenario and what I hope does not happen. But what it comes down to is almighty dollar. Almighty dollar is what matters. Player experience has to be just good enough to keep them engaged. Efficiency is what you often hear, you know, people who work in the industry talk about. It needs to be as efficient as possible. The work has to be as efficient as possible, which is code. Wow, okay. I didn't open the back door. Efficiency is code for as cheaply and quickly as possible. In that context. Right? If you have a 5-man team that runs efficiently, as efficiently as the 15-man team, you know, why have 15 when you can have 5? Because they're just as efficient. Until they're not. Until crunch time comes. Until, you know, the big push comes where they're working 80-hour weeks. So on and so forth, right? So, I don't know. Again, worst case scenario. And I hope it's not the one that occurs. Not because I want the game to have as many devs on it as possible. Not because I'm concerned about my own experience. I'm concerned about them as humans. Being able to feed their families, feed themselves, pay their rent, pay their bills, pay for healthcare that they may need. I don't know anything about the devs. I can assume that they need their jobs, though. And game dev work is not an easy field to be in. Not an easy field to be in. They're often treated poorly. They're often underpaid for the amount of work they do. And there's often unreasonable expectations put on game devs. And that's just from the company they work for. That's not even from the players that flame them constantly. I'm not innocent of that. I know that. But, no, it's the reality of it, right? They have a very hard job. And if anybody comments on this video and is like, oh, they should just get a different job, please. That is the dumbest response. Just about anything in terms of the working world that is, you know, 2019. Don't like your job, get a new one. Don't make enough money, get a new one. I don't know what rock you live under. People who think that. But it is not, by any stretch of the imagination, the actual reality. How this shit works. Especially in game dev. Just get a new job. Okay. Okay. You have to work 3 jobs? Just get one that pays better. Oh. Oh. Okay. It's just the dumbest thing. And people say, like, I work at a college, I work at a university, and, you know, we deal with big topics like this in some of the classes I teach, and kids think this, right? And it's okay for kids to think this because they're kids. They're 18-year-old kids with no real life experience most of the time. And they're just repeating things they hear you know, from wherever. But it's a different video series for a different time, I guess. But yes, the point being, you know, I'm getting off track here because I'm just kind of talking now. This is what I do in classes too. Like, I'll just talk about a thing until, hopefully, I'm still talking about what the actual. Hopefully, the ending of Survival is a new beginning of sorts, or at least a revised beginning for adventure. I don't give a shit about nuclear winter, but maybe that'll be fine. Who knows? But, you know, what we can do is hope that, you know, all the people who were working on Survival, you know, get to keep their jobs and they just get put into a different team and work on something else. And maybe we see some real improvement. Maybe we'll see some real improvement. I don't know. Maybe not. But, again, there's enough negativity going on. Cautiously optimistic, I think, is perfectly acceptable about anything going forward. I do have thoughts on the state of the game and what's going to happen over the next 4 months, but we're out of time because the silo's just about to complete. So maybe that's another video. My prediction on what's going to happen with Fallout 76. Pre, during, and post Wastelanders. In terms of viability as a game on Twitch, in terms of whether it's going to continue and how long it's going to continue as a popular game. But again, I guess it's just a teaser, something to look forward to another time. That's the run. 17 minutes on this guy with having the craft mainframe cores, without nuclear grenades. It's fine. With slow pipe room, very slow pipe room. Slow scan, slow everything. But that's the run. There will not be a video. You're watching, I'm recording this on Friday, but you're going to watch it on Saturday. There will not be a Saturday night stream. I'll be in West Virginia, Mothman Festival. There will be live streams on egoviking.com or, you know, twitch.tv/egoviking. You can check Twitter for when those goes live. I mean, we're just going to go live at the opportune times, right? There's not going to be really a schedule because we're IRL streaming from Mothman. We do have kind of permission to film in the museum or stream in the museum, so that'll be cool. And then I'll be back Sunday. I'll probably be home around Sunday around 6 o'clock. Sunday at 6 o'clock-ish. I do intend on going live around 7. For my live stream. That is normally on Saturdays. I probably won't be drinking as much because I have to work Monday morning. But we'll do some stuff. We'll hang out. I'm pretty sure Ego is taking the day off. Because he has a longer drive. He's dropping me off. From me to West Virginia, it's 5 hours. From my house to his house is 4 hours. So he's got a little bit more of a drive ahead of him than I do. So I'm going to go live on Sunday to make up for the lack of nukes, I guess. We've got to keep you all knee-deep in death. Thanks for hanging out. Smash that follow button. Well, I guess there's no follow button on YouTube. Sub button? Whatever. I don't give a shit. Take it easy, guys. Thank you for watching.